Yo, y'all crazy. All right, well, we got it for now. We good. Stream looking good.
Uh,
I'm looking at it. Shia, what's
yo,
good? Fresh off that disaster battle, King of the
yo,
Dot Grand Prix. Before we get into anything else, I want to know like how you feeling coming off of that. You just got back from Cali. You just touched down. You on your family man shit. I know you happy to be with the fam right
you
now.
hear me? You
But how
hear
you
me?
feeling though?
I
Talk to me.
feel good. I feel good, man. Happy to be home, man. Back with the fam, man. Like I'm getting old. Like niggas be getting homesick.
Yeah.
Like, niggas, I'm glad, bro. We fucking planes wearing masks for 5 hours straight and shit. Like, oh,
That's the
like,
most annoying shit in the world on
oh,
that
mommy,
plane,
dog.
man. But that was a fire battle. That was a fire battle.
Right,
Going
right.
into it, like I knew that was definitely a difficult battle for you.
Facts.
I wasn't sure, because you was locked in. We wasn't talking up like while you was preparing. Like we only talked probably like 2 days before you fucking went out there. Um,
Facts.
but I already knew, like, even though you my brother and shit, anytime you got certain battles, I don't just automatically just like sigh you're gonna win because we
Facts.
realistic with each other. We always been like that.
Facts.
Um, but when I was watching you in Disaster, I'm like, yo, my nigga is really cooking up here though. Like, yeah, my nigga really cooking up here though. So how, like, did you ever think like, we both came from grind time and shit. We gonna get into all of that, but did you ever like picture yourself battling Disaster?
Not disaster, dog.
Disaster.
Like I ain't never. It was funny when I first met the nigga, dog, because I've never crossed paths. Like I had, I won't say beef, but I came at everybody but him. But all
Mm,
the niggas I wanted to smoke with was what they ain't want to smoke with me. And he ain't really fit that criteria. He's just a nigga on the west doing his numbers or whatever.
mm,
So I've never called him out. We ain't never had no words. He ain't never said no funny shit.
mm,
So it was funny meet the nigga for the first time
mm.
and he got a background similar to mine. He got a lot of hate towards him. I had a lot of hate towards me. And I'm meeting this nigga. When I got there, he showed wild love, like different. I'm a nigga that I like to meet niggas. I'm not gonna take somebody else's word. Let me meet you and see what you about.
Mm.
So I met the nigga. We cool. We genuine. Like I fuck with him. That's why it was a lot of respect in the face off. Like it was respect. Like I knew you did your thing in the West. I've been
Mm,
doing my numbers in the South. It's a mutual respect. So it,
mm,
it it was funny to me. Like of all
mm.
the stories niggas gave to me, and now I'm chopping up with money cool. Like I had no issues with money.
Yeah, I hear a lot of stories about Disaster, and I also see how he be acting on the internet. And I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes it just be like a little too much. But anytime I've ever met Disaster, like we got a cool relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes the nigga reach out to me on the phone, like he even reached out to me like to help out with bullpen, to help bring
That's
bullpen on the
fire.
West. So he always show love to me. You know what I mean? And I could
Yeah,
tell on camera how he was acting towards you. He was showing you a lot of love and a lot of respect. So that was
respect.
that was dope for me to see because a lot of times he be styling on niggas, especially when they in LA. He
I
be,
was
you know what I
peeping.
mean? He
I
be
was
bullying niggas. He be styling. He comfortable. He be styling, but he showed a lot of respect, and I want to salute him for that. Uh,
fact.
but they robbed you. I don't give a fuck. They robbed you. They
Hold up,
robbed you.
hold up.
Robbery. I was tight. I was tight. I don't give a fuck. It was, listen, salute this and all the shit he done, the shit he was doing, all that. I had it HAYS 2-1, second and third. And I wanted to give you the
Facts.
first, but it was choppy. It
It
was
was choppy.
choppy. It was
Definitely
choppy.
choppy.
And
Definitely choppy.
when shit is like that, especially with Disaster's rapid flow, he was fluent, like he was flawless through his
That shit
first
was
round,
clean.
like he was clean. And
Yeah.
then it was just that one little choppy moment for you. I knew the judges was just gonna give him that round, and
Yeah.
understood. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
second and third, I don't know what the fuck wrong with Sniffing before he cut his camera on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Rain, rain evaporated or some shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on with them judges, my nigga.
Yo.
But the fan vote had you 57% to 44%, but the judges went 3-1. That ain't really make sense to me. Like, how was you feeling
Okay.
after the battle? Did you feel like you won? Like once the third round ended Did you feel like, damn, I got this, or did you feel in a room like it was gonna be some bullshit going on?
I mean, on some G shit, like I felt in the clone shit. Like I felt like I did
Yeah.
what I needed to do.
Hmm.
I did enough,
Hmm.
but I don't really trust the outcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just like, all right, let's see what happened. And then my shorty hit me and she was like, "Oh, you just want a fan vote?"
Mm.
I said, "Word." Like, all right, oh shit. So I walked up to the front and they was about to announce it. And I seen Lush and he was in a good mood. I'm like,
So you know, well, you
I'm
know, them
like,
votes wasn't going for you. If Lush is celebrating,
yeah,
them
as soon as
votes
I
it
seen
can't be
that,
going
I
your way.
said, I don't even know. And I started thinking like, well, who gonna announce who won?
Uh,
And then I peeked, he was about to announce this shit. I'm like, I already see. Then it was like it was about to be a split decision. I'm like, yeah, I already know what it is.
oh
But my
man,
whole thing was my expectations wasn't that high going out there. To be honest with you, like I didn't really like getting in the tournament. My expectation wasn't high. I'm like, I'm
yeah,
about to start snapping on fucking everybody, and we'll see what happens. That was my whole plan.
yeah, yeah,
So my expectation for winning the whole shit, like it was just like I was taking it as the battles go. If I made it past disaster, then I would have got like I would have been crazy high. But
crazy.
like I was seeing the battles beforehand before I went out there, how shit went, how everything in Cali and shit like that. So
Mm,
I kind of got the gist of shit. So
mm,
I'm like, I ain't about to get high hopes. I was about to go out there and do what I do.
yeah,
Um, then it's shit in Cali, bro. Like I'm dolo. I went out there dolo in Cali. This nigga got the whole building, nigga. I'm dolo with the couple Georgia niggas I came up in there. Shout to So Severe, Lou Cipher, Direct. But I'm dolo.
yeah,
Period. So I already knew what it was gonna look like. So when niggas was like, yeah, you need a 3-zip disaster in Cali, like how?
yeah.
like
How the
like you
fuck? Yeah,
yeah, like you can how do you 3-0 a nigga with no crowd reaction? Like, come on, dog. Like
yeah, nah,
you gotta be realistic. So but I did what I wanted to do. I wish my first wasn't choppy, but
mm,
my second and third was strong. And there was a lot of shit that I know should have had reaction. So it wasn't the bar. It was a situation. So I peaked game. That's why I kept saying we in Cali. That's what it is. Like my first opening bar, nigga, when they ain't fucking move, I said, oh, that's how we give it
yeah.
up.
They gonna make it. They gonna make it extra tough, especially with you coming in on fire already, like from the bricks battle
Yeah,
to the clone battle. I feel like you was stepping it up every battle, and that's crazy because you was I know Family Hayes is a different nigga from Sire, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But you still like coming out of retirement, or if you starting over, these are your first battles. You know what I mean?
fact,
So either way it goes, it's like a rust factor that could have been there. But you
facts,
ain't show none of that. It looked like you was learning from your last performance. It looked like your clone performance. You picked up on some shit that you might have missed in the bricks performance. And even with
facts,
the disaster performance, it looked like you picked up from what you missed in the clone performance. So that
facts.
type of elevation to go in that, because the way you was going, bro, that 50,000 was supposed to be yours. And I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, because you my bro. But look at what's happening. They said you and Disaster was one of the best battles of the tournament.
Facts.
And then the one before that was you and Clone, one of the best battles of the tournament.
Facts.
You know what
Facts.
I mean? Like, so what are we doing here? Even you and Bricks was fire. So,
Facts.
but
In the face
regardless,
off.
the judges probably went with Diz, but you didn't lose in that situation.
Nah.
You ain't losing that situation. Shout out to King of the Dot,
Facts.
for robbing my nigga. Nah, it ain't their fault though. It ain't their fault. They just pinpointed the judges and shit. I'm joking and all of that. But shout out to King of the Dot. They did what they needed to do to put that 50K up to you know what I mean, to get niggas hungry.
Facts.
Um
Big
so
facts.
salute to that. Salute to that and salute to Diz too. Even though I mean you won due to the judges and shit, but salute to Diz though, because he do show love when he can. He do show
Facts.
love.
Facts.
Solid nigga. But so let's talk about retirement
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Saya, because you announced retirement and shit, and we had a lot of conversations, and I felt where you was coming from, and that's more so like that's not really like where I'm at. I think we got like two different perspectives on it.
Yeah.
Um, but you retired, and then You know, King of the Dot calls with 50K, and you always been a nigga put that motherfucking money
Put
up,
that fucking
put
money up.
that
What you
fucking money
talking
up
about?
in the campaign and shit like that. So where was your mindset? Because you was completely done with battling
I
before
was
that, right?
done,
You
man.
was done.
Like my whole thing is I've done I felt I've done a lot for the culture.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of passion and a lot of things that I put in, staying up all night writing these fucking manuscripts for these niggas. And I felt like it was just going unnoticed. Like I just battled Arsenal. I felt like I did something crazy. We did the DNA K Shine. I felt like that shit came out crazy. We did the Bonnie shit, the Cannon shit, the C Money shit, the B Magic shit, like all this shit back to back to back. And these is all crazy fucking performances. And the needle wasn't moving.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, bro, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
what am I still, what am I doing? Like, I'm not looking for fame. I'm not looking for money. And it was a respect thing for me, but that needle's not moving. So what am I doing?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? It's time, bro. I need to chill, man. So I walked away. And that really gave me a chance to really see things from a different light. And seeing shit like because I was noticing like I'm like, is it a skill thing? And I'm like, I don't think it's a skill thing. So I'm watching niggas like Surf and no shots and then I fuck with him. But he having bad performances or whatever. But niggas still rocking with him. You ask a nigga top 5, Surf still in there. So I'm like, what am I missing, right? And I started to realize it's the person. People fall in love with the person, or your character. And for me, I've been so blocked off to battle rap since years ago. Niggas don't know me. Niggas don't know who I am. They don't know what I stand for. They view me as some little teenage kid from 106 from years ago that think he better than everybody. That's all they know about me. So it really got me thinking, like, okay, so what the fuck do I stand for? Like, who am I? And who I want these niggas to know for? I'm not a fucking gangbanger, nigga. I'm not cripping on the fucking corner, nigga. like that ain't my wave. You hear me? Like I'm a real ass nigga, but that's not my wave.
Yeah.
So and it's like I'm grown now, bro. I've been through things, man. Niggas had a little court situation I've been going through for fucking years. Got a family now, man. Like I'm looking at like I'm invested in stocks and shit now. Like shit different, bro.
Shit
like
different.
yeah. So it's like I'm a fucking family man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that's what
it don't get no realer than that. It don't get no realer than that.
I'll flame your fucking frame.
Yeah.
But I'm a fucking family man. So I was on the couch and Direct hit me. First of all, the nigga said, yeah, we already got 8 niggas for the tournament. And I'm like, well, what the fuck you calling me for? And then like, personally, should have already called me. Right. So I'm already half hot about it. Then he was like, well, we can get you in there. I'm like, oh, I'm the nigga you just gonna get in there?
Yeah. Why was it the first call?
Yeah, so now I'm already hot. And then there's 8 niggas in Georgia. So it was like, so it took me back to that fucking post I seen where niggas was like, who the top 50 rappers in Georgia? And my name wasn't on. Yeah. Nigga, my name, and that's where that slogan came from. My top 10 list, my name was nowhere in it.
Yeah.
I'm like, the niggas breaking out, oh, he not from Georgia. Like, man, I ain't no real fucking excuse. So niggas always try to undermine what I've done and what kind of pillar I am to Georgia. And that shit finally got on my fucking nerve. I'm like, all right, I got something for y'all niggas. And I felt like people couldn't see me for what I've done. People couldn't see me for the skill I have. So I'm like, I want to be some random ass nigga that nobody know. No, they don't know me anything anyway. Who gives a fuck, right? Y'all don't treat me like me anyway. Fuck it. So came up with the most random ass name because I wanted niggas to look at the flyer like, who in the fuck is Family Man? I wanted niggas to look at that shit. I'm just a random nigga to put in this fucking tournament. And they was trying to talk me out of it. Like, yeah, you need to go. No, I'm not doing it if I can't change my name. Fuck it. Nope. So nigga let me in the tournament, and then that 50,000 was the only thing on my mind at that time. And the first battle hit. It was crazy, and it was crazy of the feedback I got from it though. That was the crazy part. The feedback was just like, yo, he's fucking crazy. He the nicest. He the best. I'm like, like, What?
Like, yo, now y'all feel that way.
Bro, like niggas was just hating me 1 week ago. It opened my mind, like, yo, I'm not crazy. Like, nigga, I started thinking I was crazy for a minute. Like, maybe I'm not that nice. Maybe I'm not this. Maybe I start doubting myself. But it really, like, made me really understand, like, I'm not crazy, dog. I'm not crazy. What I thought I did in them battles, I really did.
Yeah, I had to plug this fucking charger up. But nah, yeah, that's the fucked up part about like what happened with battle rap. Because when we got into it, because we started watching it together.
Facts.
We got into it together. Like I remember being at your crib and you pulling up first we was watching Reed Dollars and shit.
Yeah, that Philly shit. That was
Shout out to
already.
Reed, yeah, all that Philly
That
shit,
was
all
like
that
set
touch
to
money
Zen.
shit. And I remember
Fact.
the day we was at your crib and we watched Conceited for the first time.
Facts. Khan had the West on lock.
Hey, Khan had the West on lock, and I remember you telling me like, "Yo, this nigga's type nice. This nigga's
Nigga
nice."
crazy.
And I watched him. I'm like, "Yo, this nigga's not that crazy to me." I was hating on Khan so crazy the first time I seen that nigga. But after a while, it grew. You know what I mean? Like I grew to appreciate him and what like I understood like what he was doing and shit. Shout out to Khan, and that's actually a cool ass nigga too. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't
Facts.
realize like Khan is actually a real humble nigga, like
Facts.
super humble. But when we came into battle rap, we was watching everybody and the respect that they was getting, and we really just wanted the respect. We didn't see the money coming out of it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't
Facts.
see certain shit like where we could benefit from it. It was just more so for the respect. And now it's like people don't look at that for respect. Like they like personalities more.
Facts.
You know what I mean? They like personalities, but
That Cardi B shit. Like
yeah.
niggas, yeah.
So it's like so it's weird. So I feel you in that aspect, like just not being appreciated for skill. Like, what is this? What are we doing this for? Because niggas don't have to do it for popularity. We've been popular all our life. We talk about fame, like anyway, like we've
Facts.
been popular, so it's not that. And then the money is cool, but we don't rely on this for money. Like
Facts.
we wasn't out here hurting and looked at battle rap like, yo, this is the only way we could get some fucking money. So
Facts.
that's how I looked at battle rap as well. Like I wasn't like I came in for the respect, so I understand that. So like you saying, you coming off these battles, Arsenal, DNA, K Shine, even the B Magic on RBE, and you like you cooking in all of these shits you cooking, even the Can and the C Money, and it's like people still, they want a reason to like you. Like you got the gang members and shit, the internet niggas, they like the gang members because they feel gangster listening to these niggas. You
Like
know
a
what I mean?
50
They
Cent.
feel
Facts.
gangster being able to understand what these words are, like what these niggas is saying. So it puts you at a weird spot with battle rap. Like it puts
You
you at
right.
a weird fucking spot.
You right.
So you came in. So you saying when they called you direct? Shout out to direct too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Direct is my guy, man. Direct is my guy. When we came into grind time, you was clearly outshining me. I wasn't polished like
Yeah, you
enough
fresh.
yet.
You
Yeah,
was
yeah,
fresh.
yeah.
You fresh.
I always knew
And
I had bars, you know what I mean? And it was my bars that carried me. So after
facts.
watching the battles and shit, and I'm like, all right, so a nigga need a little bit of more. A nigga need a little bit more. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And from the day that I met you, you was like made for this shit. Like you was battling in ciphers. Nobody else is battling this nigga. But he's spitting verses and he's going at niggas next. So I remember I know you remember this. I know you remember the first cipher we had. The first time
Nah, you gotta break down the whole story,
I
G's.
know you remember. Alright.
You
So
gotta bring the whole story. So
hey,
basically,
share the broadcast, man. Share the broadcast. Share the broadcast, y'all. We got Philly Man Hayes, Saya on. I got two guests in one. I got two guests on the same camera right now.
so basically, we met in high school or whatever.
That nigga Jay Black said John got cheated in damn near all his judge battles in grind time.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a
But
fact
I,
though.
I I had to figure it out though. Like that was me like See, instead of me getting mad, I humbled myself because I always felt like it was something missing. Like I always like, and then at the time, the nigga right next to me is running this whole shit. So I was like,